Are you ready to have your website get found by the right people? Are you looking to rank at the top of Google so you get more traffic to your website? Are you ready to learn how to use SEO and content marketing to grow your organic traffic? If so, you are in the right place, my friend. Welcome to the Simple SEO Content Podcast, where I show you how to combine the power of SEO, search engine optimization, and content marketing to build your like, know, and trust factor with your audience, which allows you to get found by the right people and turn those visitors into buyers. No more frustration or confusion, and no more time wasted wondering if you're doing your SEO right. It's time to learn how to use SEO and content marketing to grow your business. Hello, and welcome to the Simple SEO Podcast. In today's episode, we're going to talk all about how you can build that super important like, know, and trust factor with your content. I'm Rachel Lindhagen, host of the Simple SEO Podcast, along with the CEO of Etched Marketing, and I teach all about how to use SEO, search engine optimization, and content marketing to grow your business. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about search engine optimization plus content marketing equals your like, know, and trust factor to build your business, boost your website traffic, and generate more sales without buying any ads. Awesome, right? Okay, so what I want you to understand is SEO, or search engine optimization. That is a process that we go through on our websites to make them easier for Google to understand what the site is about. Once Google has a better understanding of our website and trusts us, they're more likely to show our site to people who are searching for the information that we have on it. Hence, ideal customers. So, what you want to think about it in this way. SEO, or search engine optimization, drives relevant, targeted traffic to your website. Relevant, targeted traffic. That's what SEO does. Now, your content, once they get to your website, your content is designed to nurture them, to help them better understand your business and how your solution and how you can help them. So your SEO that's driving your relevant targeted traffic, that's your know factor. That's getting people to know who you are. Your content that's nurturing them, that's building the like and trust factors because you're becoming a resource. They're coming back to your website again and again, or they're reading more blog posts, they're listening to more podcast episodes, they're watching more videos, whatever it is, they're engaging with your website more. So like, know, those are your content. Like and trust are your content. Know is your search engine optimization. So why is it important that we do both? Well, without search engine optimization, Google doesn't really understand what your website is about or your blog or your content in general. Google looks for specific elements on a website to understand what that page or that site is about. They look for things like your title tag, your meta description, your URL. They look to see if the keyword is used in your copy, if it's used in your header tags, if it's used in your photo names. There are very specific things that Google is looking for to understand your website. If you want to find out exactly what those are and how to write them so that you are aligning with best practices from an SEO standpoint, request my SEO Content Quick Start Guide. I'll put the link in the show notes for you or here in this video so that you can get that right away. So Google needs your help to understand what your website is about. It's that simple. Without that information and that optimization, Google is not going to show you to as many people because they don't know what your website is about and they don't know if they can trust you. So I want you to think about Google in a different way for a minute. Google, yes, it's a search engine. It's the largest search engine, and that's why we use Google, because it's a great big search engine and we love it and everybody goes there. But everybody goes there because they can trust the sources that they get. They know that when they go to Google, they're going to get a good result. They're going to get something relevant and applicable. It's generally going to be fairly new content, and it's generally going to be well written, well formatted. It's going to have information that they need. It's good, trusted content. This is really incredibly important to Google because Google is a business. Yes, it's a search engine, but the bottom line is it's a business. And if people stop using Google because they feel like they don't get results they can trust, they can't find what they're looking for, they get misinformation, then Google is going to lose business because people won't come back and use their service. And Google's main driver for ad revenue, or main driver for their business, is their ad revenue. And the reason they can get the ad revenue is because they get the search traffic. So Google needs to know that the websites that they show people are going to be good. They're going to answer their questions, they're going to provide value, and they're going to help keep their customer coming back. Google is not just going to hand over their customer to you for any little information that you may have. Google really, really, really wants to make sure that they're showing the best website for the searcher's request, which means in order for you to be the one that they show, you need to have amazing content that's really helpful and provides detail and depth and information that your ideal customer needs. And you need to choose a keyword that your website can rank for, because there are some keywords that it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to be able to rank for it. And that's okay, because you don't have to rank for that keyword in order to still be successful. And we'll talk about that in a future podcast episode, because I know choosing the right keyword is such an important topic and can feel really confusing sometimes. And you have to make sure that you're using your content, your keyword, in the right places that Google is looking for, and that you're following the rules. You're doing things like only using that one keyword on the page and using that one keyword in all the elements on the page. And more than that, only using that keyword on a maximum of 2 pages on your entire website or blog. Because if you're using the same keyword on every page, you're actually hurting yourself. You don't have as many opportunities to rank as you would if you simply used one keyword per page and used it in all of your optimization elements. Because Google's only going to show you a maximum of 2 times for any search, which means if your website uses the same keyword on 10 pages, you are going to have a maximum 2 times that you could show up. But if you use a different keyword on every one of those 10 pages, you have 10 different opportunities to show up for different searches. So you want to make sure that you're following the rules, you're using the right keyword, and that you're working with your content and your SEO together. Because remember, search engine optimization brings people to your website. That's the know factor. They know you exist. If Google trusts you and you've done your optimization, they're going to bring you people who are targeted, relevant, looking for what you offer. And then your content nurtures them and helps them turn from traffic from a visitor to a buyer, and then keeps them coming back. And then we hope that because we service our buyers so well, they begin to refer more people to us, and that helps grow our business again. So why do you want to create content? Because your buyers want content. 55% of buyers rely more on content today than they did even a year ago. People do not want to have to pick up the phone. Nobody wants to have to pick up the phone and ask a question. They want to be able to get the information that they need to make a decision from your website. That's really the bottom line. You need to be able to have enough information to walk someone through your sales process without having to click to call and talk to a human being, because there are a number of customers who you will lose if they have to click and call you to ask a question. There are some buyers are going to want to buy without ever talking to you. Some will want to call, but not all. And you're going to lose those ones who have to call if you don't have the information they need on your website. Content can be any type of content. It can be a blog post. It can be a website page. It can be a podcast episode like this or a video episode like this. It can be an ebook. It can be your social media content. There are all different types of content, and that content is designed to help your ideal customer and to connect with them where they are. So you're going to have different content in different channels, but it's all doing the same thing, and that's building your like and your trust factors. They won't know that you exist without search engine optimization. So that's key. You have to start with search engine optimization to be found, but then you have to make sure that your content is helpful and useful and provides value so that it can build that like and trust factor. So search engine optimization, let's just do a real quick refresh as we wrap it up. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is a process of making your website easier for Google to understand. When Google understands your website better, they're more likely to trust you and show you in the search results. Now, where you rank is going to be dependent upon a bunch of other factors, and we'll talk about that on another episode. I don't want to go into that today and get too confusing. I want to keep these episodes nice and short and sweet and easy for you to be able to just grab and go. But you have to show up in the search engines to get traffic. 92% of all global traffic goes through Google Search, Google Images, and Google Maps, which means if you want to be found, your website has to play nicely with Google, and that means you have to do search engine optimization and you have to do it the right way. SEO brings you targeted, relevant traffic. Content is how you keep those people. So if you're doing content marketing, you're creating a blog, you're doing your emails, your social, but you're not doing search engine optimization, you're missing out on the traffic part of the equation, the know part of the equation. You need both. SEO plus content equals traffic and leads. That is the process. You've got to have both. If you want to learn more about how you use both and how you do this, I teach simple SEO content. It is a full course, 11 modules, teaches you exactly what to do for this process. If you are interested in joining me, we have the course going on. You can take the free class right now, which will give you a quick introduction, and then you can join us in class. We meet live once a week to do our Q&As, and we have bonus trainings and all sorts of things in our student group, and I'd love to have you join me in there. For today, that's it for this lesson. Lesson number 1 here, you need both. Search engine optimization and content marketing. Do not do one without the other if you want to get organic traffic and you want results. And results look like higher rankings, more traffic, more leads, more money for your business. Why wouldn't you want both? If you have any questions, go ahead and DM me on Insta. You can find me over there at Etched Marketing Academy. If you're not following me there yet, please do. I'd love to have a chat with you. Send me a DM and let me know what questions you have. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. That's all for today's episode of the Simple SEO Content Podcast. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you visit my website, etchedmarketing.com, and visit the freebies tab. Right there, you're going to find the SEO Content Quick Start Guide along with the free SEO class. So you'll have everything you need to know to get started with SEO and content marketing. Then do me a favor, if you wouldn't mind, if you would do a rating and a review of this podcast on your favorite platform. That would really help spread the message, and I do greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can always DM me on Instagram at Etched Marketing Academy, and I will see you right back here next week.